The leaders pulling ahead on AI aren't the ones who understood it first, they're the ones who stayed curious longer. There was a version of AI that lived in a text box that responded to typed commands. Open the door, you type. It responds, door is locked. So you type, find the key. That was the frontier. A computer that understood English, sort of, and cooperated, mostly. Generations of leaders grew up with that technology and concluded it was a curiosity, not relevant, not for serious business, something for basements, not for boardrooms. The ones who kept asking what comes next are now the ones running the companies the others are trying to catch up with. In 2000, Netflix Reed Hastings flew to Dallas and offered to sell his company to Blockbuster for $50 million. Blockbuster's CEO laughed him out of the room, not because he was unintelligent, because his philosophy had a ceiling. Video rental stores rent videos. That was the operating belief. Provable, profitable, clear. When something arrived that didn't fit the brief, the filter rejected it, automatically, completely. Netflix kept exploring DVD mail to streaming, streaming to original content. Each step wasn't a certainty, it was a question. What if this is what people really want? What if our current model has an expiry date? The difference between those two companies is not resources. At its peak, Blockbuster had 9,000 stores and $6 billion in revenue. Netflix had a website and a warehouse. The difference was the question each leadership team was willing to ask about its own model. Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy in 2010. One store remains in Bend, Oregon. Exploration is not a personality trait, it's a leadership decision. The beliefs you hold right now about your market, your model, your people are not fixed certainties. They're a working hypothesis. The leaders who keep examining them stay ahead. The leaders who don't. The gap between those two groups is not intelligence or resources or timing. It's willingness. The Authentistic Leadership Framework builds this in deliberately, not as a value statement, as a practice. Explore which philosophies are genuinely yours. Question whether they're still serving you. Ask whether the environment you built them in still exists. And now, AI is the live test, right now. Leaders treating it as something to explore, without judgment, without a predetermined answer, are building capability that compounds. Leaders treating it as a threat to an existing belief system are handing that compounding to someone else. You don't need to understand it first. You need to stay curious longer than the person next to you. I'm Damian Andrews. I'm here at Peterson's Lookout. It's quite stunning. It's over 160 million years old and a great place to wander down. It's a short walk and you'll feel really relaxed as you do that.